What is up, guys? Welcome back into the channel. If you are new, thank you for stopping in today. So obviously we are up in the big shop, and today's video we are going to be working on the truck behind me. If you guys don't know what this is my 1998 GMC K2500. And if you do know what it is, thank you for sticking around. So in today's video, we are actually going to be talking about a product that I'm going to be laying on the underneath side of the bed. So I come across a guy on Facebook, and sorry if you're watching this, I don't remember your name, but he actually used the same product and did the underneath side of his bed and underneath side of the cab. I wish I had the time to take the cab off and do this truck 100%, but I don't have that kind of time frame. But the product that I am talking about is this product right here. It is Upol Raptor liner bed lining kit. I've used this product a couple times. If you guys have been with the channel, my old bumper, I sanded it down and coated it. I didn't primer the old bumper, I just sanded the chrome with 80 grit and then shot it, just because I wanted to find the smooth front bumper. I didn't want the bumper, what I'll call like the door ding trim on it and stuff. And then I also did the inner fenders on the old fenders and stuff. Obviously the new ones are up there. I'll probably be doing the same thing with it. And then if you guys have seen or heard me talk about the plastic steps that go on here and then the lower valence for the front bumper, I'll probably end up coating it as well. And then we're actually going to be hitting the underneath side of the bed. So we're going to be testing it. Is it good enough to do a bed liner and undercoating? The guy on Facebook, I was talking to him, he said he's done it on, I think he said 2 of his trucks already, and it's held up great. It's one of those products that don't get super rock hard, so it kind of stays a softer material, so if a rock does bounce up and hit it, it doesn't just splinter and crack, which I'm super excited about, because obviously we're going to be coating the new floor and cross members, and then we are also going to be doing the new wheel well tubs. Obviously you guys seen that I replaced this one, sanded down behind it, got all the rust good. I do need to come back and grind down some of my welds yet. I just kind of primered over them so it wasn't bare metal. But other than that, we are going to be spraying the whole floor today. I'm going to hopefully mask everything up. I'm going to just do the front, and then I'm going to lay a piece of paper, probably do a tape job here, and then just kind of paper it up around so I'm not getting it all over the side of the bed. And then same thing on the other side. But I'm also going to probably end up spraying it in here, down here, and up and around. I haven't seen anybody do that yet, and I'm kind of curious to see how well it holds up. I'm probably just going to use this body line. Let me grab a light so you guys can see. That roll, this right there where my finger is, that's actually where the door mounts up. So I'm going to use that as like my hard line all the way around top. So I'm kind of curious to see how well this stuff will hold up. I think it'll do fine. Obviously this is one of those areas that won't get direct sunlight. It's not getting rocks thrown at it. It's not getting like beaten to death constantly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and scuff this real well with a red scuff pad. We'll tape everything up, pull the gaskets off. We'll do a back tape job, cover everything nice, tape up the side of the truck here, tape up the top glass. Obviously this fender I'll probably take off just because it needs to come off because I have the new one up there. And then we're just going to shoot everything rocker panel wise. I'll do, and then like I said, I'm just going to tape right down this seam, just make like a hard line, because I am going to be doing a chip guard, probably 6 inches up or so, just to help obviously with rock chips and all that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to get everything set up. I have you guys on a big tripod today, so I can kind of set you up, and you guys can just get a little time-lapse video here and there. So let's go ahead and jump on in and start getting this thing scuffed.
Ryan Little.
Gonna give you guys a quick update here. So I got that taped. I kind of stopped because I want to get this the same distance. So I'm gonna get ready to take off the fender. But I realized in these GM trucks, the plastics become very brittle. So I took off the handle, which is right there, and I started to pry down on this plastic. Well, it's real thin up here on the top, right across the top up here where it clips in. And it just snapped here. And I'm gonna have to get a whole new pillar piece. I'm hoping I can get one. It might be one of those things I might have to get one and then try and find some paint that matches the blue. And if I have to paint it, I have to paint it. And then on this piece here, there's a little just piece that tucks in behind the dash. It actually, you have to push it up because when you go to insert it, you got to kind of wedge it in behind there and then twist it. And then there's a little locking tab down here. That's all that holds it in. So I'll have to get a new piece of those too, because when I was going to push it up, I tried to pry it out up here at the top a little bit and it just split. So I don't know if it's just the 90s and just it being that old and brittle, but I guess I'll be finding 2 new pieces. And then this stuff over here, I didn't even bother taking off. I just kind of broke it loose. As you can tell, it's loose up here at the top, and then just work the gasket out. So I'm gonna go ahead and buzz this fender off, and then we're gonna get everything scuffed and then get everything taped up, and we'll hopefully get some Raptor liner sprayed. So hopefully you guys could tell from that time lapse that we indeed did get the fender off. Now it's time to get everything scuffed, get everything cleaned and everything taped up. Like I said, I'm gonna use this hard line right here, and we're just gonna tape or paper all this stuff up. Then I'm gonna use the top here, come down. Oh, you guys can't even see that, I don't have the camera. Tape it here, and then obviously the window trim here I can't really take off, so I'll just tape up around it, get everything scuffed nice and neat. We'll tape up the hole where the door speakers and all the controls come through. I'm gonna go back and wire loom everything, make it all nice and neat. Obviously, I don't want anything to rub holes in the wires and we have a short and stuff. So we're gonna do that. And then obviously I'm gonna do that up here on the front as well. Redo kind of this wiring up in here and then also over there. I am gonna get new headlights because these aftermarket housings and stuff, they just crack and break and then just became a pain in the butt. I think I've gone through like 3 sets of these already. So no more talking. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting everything scuffed. Before I go though, this inner fender, I'm not gonna take it off just because it's in really good shape. There's only one little spot of surface rust and it's right here. And I mean, it's still solid. We'll just scuff everything and shoot some undercoating on it. And then, like I said, we're just gonna scuff all that stuff and get it taped up and then ready to rock and roll. Brief update real quick, just because I've been doing a lot of work off camera just because it's been dusty and stuff with sanding. So the bed is sanded. I got it all taped up. I didn't really tape up the sides too much because I'm gonna spray this stuff at a low PSI so I can kind of work it into the areas that I want it to. But I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the headache rack here, or the headboard on the bed. So I taped it up, scuffed everything. So this will all be hit, and then my main focus is this, the rear arch wells, and then just kind of do a nice little coating. I don't want to get it too thick and cause some problems, especially with like the bolts and stuff. So I'm gonna just do a nice, just even coat all the way across. And then I have this all taped up over here. Not the greatest job, but it's kind of difficult doing it by yourself. So same thing, I got a giant sheet of plastic I'm gonna lay on the ground. As you can tell over there, I got one laid down already. so I don't get my new concrete painted floor all dirty. But we're gonna lay it across, and then same thing. I'm just gonna do a low PSI spray all the way around, get a nice even coat. And then the inner fender well here, I'll be just painting normal black. So my main focus is basically where the door hinges are forward. So I'll come in and kind of spray it at kind of this angle, and then we'll kind of just slowly work our way up and around. So I just want to give you guys that update. I'm gonna probably try and set the camera up back here somewhere so I'm not getting overspray and stuff all over it. Excuse me. As I do that, and then obviously probably this over here, but the driver's side, there's not a whole lot of room over there, so I'm not even gonna try and film it. But we're gonna go ahead and get the materials mixed up, and yeah, we're gonna get this spraying. Alright everyone, we are back, and let's get down to the sole purpose of me making this video. The question is, can you use Upol Raptor liner as an undercoating? Myself, I would say yes. Like I told you guys before, I use this stuff on the fender or inner fenders on the 98, and it's held up. I mean, I sprayed that probably 2 years ago. There's no rock chips or nothing in it, and I mean, I've taken the truck down gravel roads. We took it to the tractor pulls and got it covered in mud. I actually made a video on that. But this stuff holds up really well, and it's fairly inexpensive. I think you can buy a case of 4 bottles on Amazon, eBay for less than 150 bucks, at 125 to 150 range. And they also send you, you can get it with the spray gun itself. So all this stuff is it's 3 parts of the black and then 1 part hardener. You just pour it together, shake it, screw it on your gun, and you start spraying. You can also tint this stuff, and it's also paintable. So if you want to tint it to match your bed, they give you the option to do that. Myself, I just went with the straight black. Obviously, that's what I had on the truck before. Cool thing about this stuff is you can adjust your air pressure on your gun, and you can either make it more textured or less textured on what you want. Obviously, like the door jambs and stuff, I went less textured. I'm probably gonna come back with a little bit of sandpaper and just knock it down a little bit so it's not so bedliney looking, and then I'm just gonna paint right over it. I wanted to do something different. If you guys have been on the channel for a while and have supported me a while, you know I can't be normal. I have to do everything different. I don't wanna be like anybody else. So that's why we decided to do the door jambs. And the headache part of the bed here. So I would say yes, this stuff is fantastic. Really easy to spray. I mean, you guys can have a couple buddies over, scuff the entire bed and have it shot that same night or rolled on in that same night. I know a lot of you guys that want to spray it on your frames and stuff. You can. I would just sand it really well, and then if you have any bare spots of like rust and stuff, just make sure you primer those. But bad thing about you guys that are doing these full restorations on your trucks, and if you do use them and you do powder coat your frame and that powder coat chips, you basically got to start all over. This stuff you don't. You can literally just take it, dab that spot with some more bed liner, and you're ready to rock and roll again. So there's not really any downtime with it. I mean, you can spray it and you're just ready to rock and roll. So to answer the question, I would recommend it. It stays kind of flexible, so it's not gonna chip and break and just shatter into 1,000 pieces. So hopefully that helped. And just look at it. I mean, just look at it. But no, guys, hopefully that helped, and thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoy the build on the 98, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Share the videos, share the channel. We're almost to 6,500 subscribers. I'm trying to get this thing done before UCC, the Ultimate Call It Challenge in Indy, because I really want to take it. So I'm gonna hopefully be pumping out a lot of videos these next couple weeks, getting this thing done. But anyway, guys, thank you for stopping in. Remember, learning as I do, doing I love. I'm the GM man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.